think across the board, the private sector is deeply engaged on this issue, and it's moving beyond what I think was initially a reputation issue, but I think it's also a survival issue for companies, and both because there's a recognition that companies need to address this internally because of the risks that are coming on, transition risks, physical risks. This is a world that everybody needs to adjust to. But also there is a sustainability service industry that's emerging and competition in this space. And if a company's direction doesn't have some component of meeting those needs to society as well, not all companies, of course, but it's pretty across the board, not just mitigation, but managing climate risks, and putting that also in the natures in addressing and conserving and being nature positive as well. So that part of it, how do you play in this space? How do you protect your business in the context of the business model, the business infrastructure, is, I think, a critical piece. Now, you mentioned the challenges of, well, how do you keep the community, how do you know that this is not just greenwashing?
Right.
I do think that there's a need to have a lot of transparency, and increasingly there is that demand for transparency and standards and compliance, and those are things that we've called for and we need to step up on that. And I think part of the science and technology is enabling us to as well, which, when I think about this and look out, I don't know, 5 years, I think how we are reporting, how we are verifying, it's going to change. It's going to look so different than it does today. And keeping up with that alone is, can be a full-time job because it's changing so quickly. And I think that will help facilitate faster movement